Our platinum partner Gordic is one of the top vendors for public sector in Czech Republic. One of their cybersecurity experts, Jan Dienstbier, is with us in our studio. Welcome.
Good afternoon, and thank you for the invitation.
Gordic started as a family business in 1993 at Jihlava, and you had products mainly for document management and accounting. How did the shift happen towards the cybersecurity and 7,000 clients in Czechia and abroad?
By the way, Gordic is still family-owned. My family is Age, and in the beginning it was right time to market and right solution that were offered. And as the time went on, the demand for having the secure solutions was higher and higher. Not enough expertise in the country, so there was a demand of our customers to help them how to design secure environment. And simply why? Because we had to implement these security measures in our products if we wanted to have them safe and secure.
So you started with yourselves and then you offered it to your clients?
Yeah, we started with the development of our solution that had to be safe, even by the law. Since 1914, I guess, we have the law on cybersecurity, and it implements a certain measures on the software development, on the technical and organizational measures that had to be implemented within the developer and within the customer as well.
Your clients came mainly from the public sector. You stretch literally from ministries to kindergartens. How do you manage to convince such diverse clientele about the necessity to invest into cybersecurity?
With the ministries, regions and cities that are under cybersecurity law, it's more or less simple. For them it's a must, and they have just to look out which is the best solution, price and performance for them. With the others it's more difficult, but there is not as high demand of the security solutions, for one thing. Second thing is there is already a wide, broad portfolio of security products that are being offered, even security as a service. So they can choose, they can use cloud solutions, and if the cloud provider is the, let's say, reasonable one, they provide a good level of security.
But still, the costs are pretty high. Imagine me being a kindergarten director. I don't have very much resources available. What is the cheapest way and easiest way how to raise your cybersecurity level?
Well, the best way how to start is to educate your people, because about 70–75% of the attacks goes towards the human factor. So by doing that, you solve a lot, and you have to understand that you will never ever have a 100% secure solution. So this is a right thing to start, and the other thing is you have to evaluate your assets, and you have to know how much and what will you lose if there is an incident, and based on that you can count how much you want to invest into security.
With your tools, you are able to analyze the risks and give recommendations to your clients. But if they listen to you, that's up to them. How often do they come back to you admitting they should have listened to your recommendations sooner?
You know, it's their duty to implement it, so their duty, their responsibility. By the way, if they come back, they blame us for having the problem on our side. But in majority of the cases, that's not it, in that way. You know, we find out that the mistake was on their side, and there is a lot of tools starting with penetrating testing, how you can show it to them. So we give them the recommendation, it's up to them if they follow or not.
Well, in your opinion, at which age should education about cybersecurity begin?
Well, at least in the age you give them the first tool, the first mobile, the first tablet, so as soon as possible. And at least you have to give them the basic hygiene, basic cyber hygiene, not to know what to do. Basically, it's the same like if you, before you allow your kid to ride your bicycle, you want to be sure that he knows the rules and he knows how to behave. So this is same in the cyber world. And then during the education, the best way is to implement the security and IT tools towards the lessons of mathematics, Excel, for instance, Czech, Word, and others. So really do it in that way that the security is part of their daily life.
You co-founded, as Gordic, the initiative called Iniciativa Kybes, which is aimed at raising digital literacy and the security level of cyberspace. What are your goals?
Well, the main goal is really to spread the cybersecurity knowledge all over the population, because our founding in that there is just a small group of people that is interested, that follow the rules, and the rest, they don't care. But this is risky, because even if you think you are not an important person, you might be a way to the target, and then the problem is here.
Do you offer any support to students interested in cybersecurity, any internships, junior programs?
Well, first of all, we sponsor the cybersecurity competition here. I think it's 4th or 5th years already. And the successful students, we offer some possibility to work in our company during vacation or all the year as they have time. And of course, after graduating, they can continue the work in our teams.
And do you cooperate with schools or with the academic sphere?
Both secondary schools and universities are even members of the initiative. The most well-known are Czech Technical University, Brno Technical University, Tomáš Baťa University, and there were 2 secondary schools that were piloting the cybersecurity education in the Czech Republic. One of them is this one, Preslova Street in Prague, and second one is in Čichnova, Brno. Both of them are members of the initiative.
Well, one of the ways you support students is participating at the ECSC. You even create some of the challenges. What exactly is the inspiration? On which topic do you focus?
Well, the task my colleagues are developing are from the crypto field. And this year there is a story that goes through all the competitions, and all the challenges or tasks, how we want to call it, are tied with the story. But I'm not going to tell you the story.
Yeah, no spoilers. What do you see as the most positive aspect of working for public sector? Why would you recommend it for students interested in cybersecurity to consider it as a career?
I would recommend it even especially to the young people who have finished their studies, because I think the public sphere offers you better conditions for your further development. You know, there is not such huge pressure on results like in the public sphere. And for instance, NewKip, there is a lot of young people, and they are traveling and they are participating in European programs and everything. So they can fast move towards higher levels, and maybe afterwards it's right time to consider change for private sector.
And during the last year, government and local government sector had to shift to online way faster than anyone would have imagined. What posed the biggest challenges to you and your clients in this aspect?
You know what? I think that was one of the few positive things on the COVID situation, because of the quarantines and all that things. The public administration had to start to communicate not face-to-face, but through other technologies. And we were, as the vendor already said, offering for years a portal solutions and all the stuff of how to digitalize the documents, how to store them and everything, but there was no big interest from the public sector. But this It moved everything extremely fast. Of course, the security was slowly but flowing. So today we have much wider portfolio of ways, and there is we even do have a new law now on the digital surveys. So each inhabitant has a right to get the digital or remote surveys from the public administration. There is some adaptation period. The shortest one is 2 years, the longest 5 years. And I think it was law approved last year. So within 4 years, the Czech public admin should be able to 100% communicate remotely. We will see.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to that. Thank you very much for you coming here and for keeping our public sector safe.
You're welcome, and thanks for the invitation.